when you said this was an emergency, so when do you think, like date-wise or relatively, when did we pass that line from when it was an emergency to when it wasn't an emergency?
You know, it's
March,
great that
April?
it's great that hindsight's 2020, right?
Yeah.
What we can do now is look back at the IHME models and say, if we knew then what we knew now, we never would have thought there was an emergency. That's not how we make law. That's not how the governor's supposed to rule. But there is certainly a point many weeks ago when those models made clear that there was no longer an ongoing threat to the hospital system. I would say certainly no later than May 4th. When you look at the IHME models from May 4th, it's plainly clear that whatever emergency risk was facing the state had passed by that date. I don't think it merits arguing about whether it was earlier than that or later than that. You know, it's appropriate that these models got updated routinely as new data came out. That's what you're supposed to do, right? They did exactly what they're supposed to do. They take new data, they put in new assumptions in the models, they come up with new predictions. We're blessed that those predictions got better and better over time. We got almost complete good news as this pandemic went on. It didn't get worse, it got better. The more we learned how to control it and that it wasn't as bad as we feared. And faced with that nonstop good news, the governor's never changed course, right? And so I would say if you go back and look at the IHME models and look at their prediction curves and compare their predictions of needed ventilators, needed hospital beds, needed ICU beds to available capacity, no later than May 4th, they never get over those lines. There's never a predicted run on capacity.